Good morning. I am Nur Maisarah binti Nor Affandi. And now I want to read a story entitled Cinderella. Long, long ago, there lived a gentleman who was very rich. He had a beautiful and good-natured daughter called Cinderella. After some time, her mother died. Her father remarried a woman who was very ugly and cruel. She had two daughters called Hilda and Gilda, who were equally ugly and cruel. All the household work was done by Cinderella, while her stepmother and sisters did nothing. Cinderella was very lonely, and she used to sleep near the fire in the kitchen after finishing her work. She looked beautiful even in her rags, while Hilda and Gilda looked ugly in their beautiful dresses. One day, they got an invitation from the king. There was a ball being held in which all the nobles were invited. The stepmother took Hilda and Gilda along, but left Cinderella behind. Cinderella sat crying in the kitchen and said to herself, "I wish I could go to the ball and dance there." Suddenly, she heard her name, looked up, and saw a beautiful fairy godmother carrying a magic wand and wearing a lovely gown. "I am your fairy godmother, and I have come here to fulfill your wishes." She told Cinderella not to cry. She then waved her magic wand, and a majestic-looking carriage with 4 horses and 2 coachmen appeared, and Cinderella was ready to go to the ball. But there was one more problem. Cinderella was wearing rags. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand again, and Cinderella's rags turned into the most beautiful gown one had ever seen. She was also wearing pretty glass slippers. She looked beautiful. The fairy godmother advised her to return before midnight, as her magic would end. "I will," she said. As Cinderella reached the palace, she was treated like a real princess, and everyone wondered who that beautiful girl was. Even her stepmother and Hilda and Gilda could not recognize her. The prince danced only with the most beautiful girl throughout the evening, without knowing her name. Cinderella got so involved in dancing with the prince that she forgot about the time. Suddenly, she saw the wall-clock's hands creeping to midnight. As she left the prince and ran from the palace. As she ran down the staircase, one of her glass slippers slipped off her feet, but she was in a hurry, so she sat in the carriage and sped off. The prince came running after her, but could not find her. Instead, he found her glass slipper on the staircase. The prince didn't know her name. He decided to find his princess and marry her. He told his servants, "Search for that girl in each and every house whose feet will fit in the glass slipper." Soon, the servant reached Cinderella's house. Ugly Hilda and Gilda tried their best to put the glass slipper on, but no avail. The servants saw Cinderella hiding behind the kitchen door. They invited her to try on the glass slipper. Her stepsisters protested, but Cinderella came and tried on, and to everyone's surprise, it fit her foot perfectly. Cinderella took out the other glass slipper, which she had hidden in her cupboard. The prince was informed, and he came immediately. He asked Cinderella to marry him, and she agreed. Her stepsisters asked for her forgiveness. Then, the prince and Cinderella were married in the royal palace, and they lived happily ever after. The moral of this story is being humble, patient, and kind will be rewarded with good returns. That's all for today. Thank you.